Hello everyone, I'm Wiebe and welcome to this multi-fun electronic jump rope tutorial. In today's video I'm going to be taking you over the basic posture and movements for jump roping, rope jumping or skip roping, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be suitable for all kinds of jump ropes too. What's awesome about this particular rope though is that it has these electronic functions measuring your time, repetitions and the amount of calories that you burn. So pretty cool if you want to keep track of your repetitions to see if you can improve in speed, or if you just want to keep track of the amount of calories that you burn in a session if you're trying to lose weight. There are plenty other of reasons to jump rope, just to stay fit, or maybe you want to get into boxing, and it's well known that boxers use the jump rope to get a rhythm and to be able to bounce around the ring with great agility, right? So let's get into it. The first thing that you want to make sure of is that your rope has the right length, and the way you do this is by stepping on it with one foot and then pulling the rope up, and it should reach to your chest. Right about at my chest is where the rope handles will come. And if it's too short, then there's really no solution. You're gonna have a hard time jumping. But if it's too long, then you can always just tie some knots near the handles, making the rope a little bit shorter. As for this rope, it's got this awesome rope length adjustment system, making it very easily adjustable to all sizes. Okay, stance. Before we start jumping, we want to go over the stance real quick. I want to be straight up with my legs straight, but not completely locking my knees out. So just a relaxed stance. For the two-legged jump, we're going to do first. Some people like to keep their feet all the way closed. I just keep them at pretty narrow stance. All right. So for the two-leg jump, the name says it, I'm going to be jumping with 2 feet at the same time, making small jumps, not going too high. It's only going to be a lot of wasted movements, and you're not going to be able to go as fast and tire out real quickly. So I'm going to make small jumps just high enough to get over the rope. My arms are going to be almost extended but only slightly outwards, so I'm holding the rope pretty low around my hips, and I'm using mostly my wrists and only very slightly my arms to move the rope around. So I don't want to be swinging wide, I want to be holding it still so the rope stays at an equal length at all times, making it easy to keep the rhythm and keep jumping. Here's what it will look like. As you can see, holding the rope steady, making small jumps and moving the rope around with my wrist. So if I pull the rope up too high, I'm gonna have a hard time jumping over it. And if I move the handles closer or further away from each other, it's also gonna become very difficult to jump. Small rotations. And if you're not used to this, you're really gonna feel it in your calves. All right, so that's the two-leg jump. Now, if you got that down, or maybe you just want to go for some more and faster rotations, you can go for the jog step, another very basic technique of rope jumping. And as the name indicates, I'm gonna be sort of jogging and jumping off of 1 foot at a time for each rotation and alternating feet. The same things apply I just mentioned, so keeping the rope low, steady, and using my wrist to move. I don't want to be jumping too high up. And as for the leg that's not jumping, I just want to keep it floating next to the leg I push off with, like so. And here's what that'll look like. So just calmly jogging in place, creating a nice rhythm. So just jogging in place, keeping a nice rhythm, keeping the rope low to my hips and using my wrist to move the rope around. And as you can see, I'm not jumping off too high, and the foot that's not jumping is just gonna stay floating next to the one I push off with. All right, if you got this down, maybe you can try jumping twice on one foot, twice on the other. You can move forward, backwards, sideways, whatever you like. But for now we can also just keep it very simple, of course. So that's the jump rope jog step, and that's about it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.